a country too poor to afford full-time parliamentarians, which is the cause and which is the effect, being a poor country or not having enough full-time representatives. Australia is a developed country, so developed that even Xi Jinping's sister Tian'an and brother Xi Yuanping have chosen to immigrate here. This country has a population of about 28,227,000 members of parliament, including 76 senators and 151 members of the House of Representatives. These members are not only all full-time, but also have a publicly funded team of 3 or more staffers. Every MP leads their own team, independently working full-time to research and develop policies, provide legal critiques and suggestions, engage in debates, and support or oppose other MPs' proposals. China has a population of 1.4 billion, about 50 times that of Australia. Yet, the National People's Congress has only 2,977 deputies. Proportionally, that's only about 1/4 of Australia's. But that is not the key issue. The key issue is that the vast majority of China's NPC deputies are part-time. There are only about 80 to 100 full-time members, including the chairperson. Proportionally, that's less than 1% of Australia's. The part-time deputies mostly serve in honorary capacity. They all have their own full-time jobs. How can they find enough time to study issues in depth and truly represent the people in political deliberation? Only people like Shen Jilan, who only ever cast yes votes, advocated stricter speech control, and Noah Farmer herself never once advocated for ending the discriminatory household registration system, who were chosen by the communists, were able to serve 13 terms in the NPC. Where are those not arranged by the communists, those who independently joined the campaign? Where is Xu Zhiyong, who advocated for the disclosure of high officials' assets? He's in prison. Some argue that we are a developing country and cannot afford as many full-time legislators as developed nations. But without enough full-time legislators, the people's voice don't get channeled into policy making. Isn't that exactly why China remains so poor that half of our population, the farmers, still can't get a pension? Without financial security, people don't dare spend. When consumption lags, where will market demand come from? How can the economy grow? Isn't the lack of full-time representatives, the lack of true representatives, precisely why we are still not a developed country? Some people mark the legislative yuan across the Taiwan Strait, but you have to admit this fact. The Republic of China has long been a developed nation.